on in the earth currently is another manifestation of the epic battle between light and darkness, ultimately between life and death. This is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, day number 5 of the Torah portion, Bereshit, in the beginning. Let's go back to Yochanan chapter 1, verse number 4. Speaking of Yeshua, Yochanan says, "In him was life, and the life was the light of men." Life and light are vitally connected. It says then that in him was life. It is the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, that is the life that is found in the Torah. Now, we have been taught probably in Sunday school and in sermons from the pulpits of where we may have been in the past, or maybe still are. We have been taught that the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit's manifestation, is a quote-unquote New Testament thing. Actually, it is the Ruach HaKodesh that shows up very early, even in the beginning. And it is the Spirit, the breath of the Father, that it continues to be manifested over and again throughout the Torah. It is the very breath of Yah, again, as we said yesterday, that animates us. It causes us to live. Once that spirit is gone, the body has no need or purpose of existing anymore, and it just simply falls away. It is also the Ruach HaKodesh that inscribes the Torah upon our heart. This is the circumcision of the flesh. There is a circumcision of the flesh that is in the physical body, but there is also a circumcision of the heart, the fleshly heart, the heart that is given to the inclinations of the flesh, not the muscle in your chest, but the inward man that desires to do the works of flesh-oriented, physical realm-oriented, gratifying things. Jeremiah chapter 31 talks about that this new covenant is going to be written upon our heart. This is the work of the Ruach HaKodesh. Now let's go down to Yochanan, John chapter 1, verse 14. "And the Word became flesh." Remember, this is the word davar. That is a substance. It is something spoken and promised. It is the miltha in Aramaic, that which is manifested. "And the Word became flesh and pitched his tent," or he tabernacled. This is key for Sukkot. "Tabernacled among us, and we saw his esteem. The esteem is an only brought forth of the Father, complete in favor and truth." Now, let's clarify something here that's very important. And that is to say that Yeshua's physical body was human, just as human as yours and mine. Yeshua's human body, don't lose me here, was not deity. It was human. It's not divine. It's human. However, the Elohim part of him is that which dwelt within the human flesh. There is a hang-up sometimes where even our Jewish brothers say, well, if his body was divine and deity, if his body was Elohim, then how could the body die? The body was able to die because the body, the physical human body, was human. It's very important we understand this, because Constantine and Marcion both were apt to teach that the body, the flesh of Yeshua, was Elohim, was divine. If that is so, it is as they taught that he was Elohim separate from and apart from Yah, who is Elohim. I know it may be confusing, but follow me here. If Yeshua's physical realm body was Elohim, then he would be Elohim apart from the Father, which as these two heretics argued, then that gave him the authority to be Elohim apart from his Father, to do Elohim things apart from his Father, to make Elohim judgments separate from the Father. And that is simply not scriptural. Yeshua and the Father are one. Yeshua, the manifested Word, was manifested through the Ruach HaKodesh who dwelt within that human body. Now that human body was indeed resurrected, brought forth, and so we were given a clue that the disciples were looking and said, is that him? It's the Master. Only after they recognized the wounds. There is a resemblance of the body, but Yeshua was different. On the Mount of Transfiguration, the body faded away, and that which was inward shone brightly forth, and they saw this extreme manifestation of Yeshua's glory. The body was able to perform signs, wonders, and miracles, not because of some special quality about the body. Remember, Isaiah says in chapter 53, that there was nothing so special about the beauty of the body that anyone would desire him. It's not the physical, it is the spiritual within the physical. Inwardly was light, and that light was life that was to be given to men. Now, if we can follow that, then we can also understand that it is darkness that is the antithesis of light. Darkness is that which that your body wants to cling to. Men believe their deeds are hidden in darkness. Matter of fact, let's go to Yochanan chapter number 3. After the familiar verses of Yah so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, we continue now in verse 20. For everyone who is practicing evil matters hates the life and the light that is in Yeshua. They hate that and does not come to the light lest his works should be exposed. The previous verse says, and this is the judgment, that the light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than the light, for their works were wicked. So when we come to the light, everything about us is exposed. Well, we would rather than have darkness to keep our works hidden because they're shameful. Reality is, though, as we come to the light has the power to bring the Ruach HaKodesh in us, and to change our behavior, to change our mind, to change our spirit, so that then we do the works of light and not the works of darkness. Now, we're just touching the surface on Bereshit. We're just barely getting started. There's no way we can cover 6 chapters at this kind of level. But I want you to see and understand that the Brit Hadashah, what is commonly referred to as the New Testament, has so much to reveal about what the Torah is teaching us. You and I are called to be the people of the Et Haor, that is the light of Yah. Be people of Yah. Be the light. Allow the light to reside in you as much as that light resided in Yeshua. It says that light was the life of men. The understanding then is that the light of Yeshua living and dwelling within us not only will bring you life, but that light will then shine on those that are around you. And if they're willing to turn from their darkness, they can have the same life in Messiah that you have. Share your light. Also share this video. Please share on your social media pages. Encourage your friends to take a look and to study along with us. Thank you so much to those who support, who subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And we appreciate all that you do for 10-Minute Torah. Hopefully it's a blessing. Shabbat Shalom to you and your family and all who gather with you. We'll see you again next week. Until then, shalom.